body, but specifically we're really going to hit the glutes. That's going to be the major muscle group that we're focusing on today. For today's workout, we're going to need some weights. We're going to do a glute activation at the beginning, for which I will be using a band. The band is optional. You don't actually need it, but if you have one, go ahead and grab it. The weights today I'm using are 2 15-pound dumbbells. Use whatever you have on hand. You can get something from around the house if you don't have dumbbells or kettlebells or anything like that. I will also be using an elevated surface, so I'm going to be using a chair. If you have a chair that will not slip or slide, I would recommend using that, or a coffee table, anything that you have access to that has a bit of elevation. The first move we are going to be doing is we're going to be on the ground on our stomach. We're going to be doing a reverse hyper from the ground with a bent knee. You will see that up on the screen. We're going to do one leg at a time. Let's start with the left leg. Go ahead and get yourself into position. And so you can gently rest your forehead on your hands. You're pressing your heel up towards the ceiling, making sure that you're not curling your heel towards your glutes. So we don't want to do the hamstrings here, so we don't want to be curling like this. We're going straight up. Oh, my Frankie. Make sure you're utilizing the glutes to power this movement. Almost there. 15 seconds left. Excuse me, 15 seconds left. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bent knee, pressing that heel towards the ceiling or a little bit out, not towards your butt. And we're off. You don't need to do this one very quickly. Remember, this is all about warming up the glutes, getting them ready to perform at max capacity for this strength workout up ahead. Now remember, keep that heel away from your butt, otherwise you're going to overactivate your hamstrings. Make sure the glutes are the main muscle mover here. Awesome, rest, okay? Get that band, if you're going to use it, put it above the knees. We're going to do a glute bridge hold with an abduction. Here we go. So bridge up, and you're just going to roll on the outside of your feet and bring the knees away from each other and back in. So you're holding this bridge the entire time. We're not going super fast here. Slow and controlled. Make sure you're rolling on the outside of the feet. Keep those glutes squeezed the entire time. You're going to have to do that on your own. Keep the hips tucked under ever so slightly. Rest, 15 seconds. The next one, hop on up. You're going to keep the band exactly where it is, or you can move it down to your ankles. We're just going to do some banded squats. And go. Make sure that you're resisting, pressing against that resistance with the knees, so the knees are pushed out. Squeezing the hips at the top. Again, speed is not necessary here. Just trying to get those glutes warmed up. If you want a little bit more difficulty here, more resistance, move the band to your ankles. Almost there. And then we only have one more activation move. Good. Okay, last activation move. We do not need the band. Go ahead and take that off. We're going to be back into our glute bridge position, but we're going to do froggers. Heels together, knees are falling out to the side, and we're off. heels against each other as you bridge up. Make sure you're keeping your hips tucked under here. You want to feel this in the glutes and not in your lower back. If you're feeling it in the lower back, you're arching your back too much. Reset. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Don't go too fast. Make sure you're concentrating on that glute squeeze. Nice even breaths. And rest. Done. That was the glute activation portion. So now that our glutes are nice and warmed up, they can better activate during these heavy lifting sessions. We're going to start with a sumo squat. For this one, I'm going to be using both of my weights. You can use one if you would like. Use whatever you have on hand. Okay, get your weights ready. And go. So feet are wide. Let those knees come out. I'm going to show you from the side. Like that. So this wide stance is going to put a little bit more pressure on the glutes to perform and on the inner thighs, which are great stabilizing muscles. Make sure you press those knees out and squeeze the glutes at the top. Keep that core engaged. Almost there. 10 seconds rest. Step ups are coming up next. Let's start with right leg first. And we're off. So step ups can be challenging when done correctly, so make sure you're using the foot on the step, in this case our right foot, to get us up. We're not pushing off of the back foot. So I'm hinging forward ever so slightly, trying to press that chair into the ground as I step up. Nice and slow here. If this feels too easy, you're probably pushing off of that back foot. Whew, 10 seconds rest. Feel free to put the weights down in between for a little bit, little break. Left foot, here we go, left leg. Same rules apply on this side. If you hinge forward ever so slightly, you're gonna load the glute, and the glute is gonna be forced to work. And this will help the glutes get stronger. Remember, don't use that back foot to press off the ground. You're just using this forward leg, squishing that chair into the ground. Concentrate here. Whew. Hip thrust. Drop one weight. Get yourself into position. Here we go. Keep that chin tucked. Make sure you're looking straight ahead. Squeezing the hip, squeezing the glutes at the top, tucking the hips under. You can use a band here around the knees if you want. Remember to breathe evenly. Don't worry about speed. Whew, 10 seconds rest. Curtsy lunge is next. Let's do right leg first. So curtsy lunge is similar to reverse lunge, only we're coming out to the side just a little bit more. That's going to put a little bit more emphasis on that glutes. Make sure you're not overextending. You don't want to come back too far out. Think about bringing that knee just to the outside of your forward heel. Nice and controlled. Keep that weight mostly on this forward foot here. Keep your shoulders in line over that forward ankle. Again, all of these things will help activate the glute. Whew, 10 seconds rest. Same thing, but on the other side. Here we go. Go slow here. This requires a lot of core strength, a lot of balance. Keep most of that weight focused on that forward foot. The back knee is coming just to the outside of that forward heel. Keeping the shoulders over the ankle. Now, as always, if the weights are too heavy, take the weights out. Just keep that body moving. We're almost there. Whew. Rest. We're going to drop one weight. Alternating lateral lunges. I'm going to look like this. So we really want to make sure we're working our legs in all different planes of motion to make it really functional. It's fine if the toes are out. Make sure the knees are tracking your toes. Pushing your hips back. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Avoid letting the weight transfer into the toes. Keep the weight balanced in the feet. Almost there through this one, and we'll get a little break. Keep moving. Rest. Excellent. Round one done. 2 more to go. I'm going to set the timer for our rest. Okay, get my water. Now is a really, really good time to evaluate how that first round went. Did it feel too difficult? If it felt too difficult, what can we do to modify it to make it more doable for you and your body? That may be decreasing the weight. That may be limiting the range of motion a bit. Now, did it feel too easy? How can we progressively overload this? If you don't have any extra weight, add a pulse in the movement. So the sumo squat, you're gonna squat, add a little pulse with everything. You can pulse at the bottom of the step up, pulse at the hip thrust. All right, y'all, we're getting close. Okay, get yourself ready. Grab your weights. We're starting with that sumo squat. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Keep going. Go as wide as you can. Core is tight. Big inhale at the top. Exhale as you press up. Remember, push those knees out. At the break, I'm gonna have to help Frankie real quick. Almost there. Okay, 10 seconds rest. Step ups are next. right leg first. Remember, the same rules as last round. Pressing through that forward foot, foot on the step, the foot on the elevation, whatever you're using. Think about squishing it into the ground as you stand up. Don't press off that back foot. Keep that core tight. Not about speed. Think about focusing on that movement. Rest. Quick rest here before we move on to the left leg. All right, let's do it. Left leg. You may find that one leg is easier than the other. That's okay. That's normal. Just take note of which leg feels easier and which leg feels more difficult. And you can focus on strengthening the weaker leg. You can focus on balance on the weaker leg. Unilateral moves are a great way to check out muscle imbalances in your own body. Over halfway. Keep focusing, keep concentrating. Almost there. 10-second rest. We have hip thrust coming up. Here we go. Remember, keep that gaze straight ahead. So you're keeping that chin tucked. If you don't have a step or an elevation, just do a glute bridge. Remember, tuck the butt under at the top and squeeze those glutes. Rest. 10 seconds. Hop on up. Get yourself ready. Curtsy lunges. Right leg first. So right leg stays forward. Here we go. Should we take bets on whether or not Frankie knocks over this water bottle? Those shoulders in line over your ankle, your forward ankle. Bring that back knee just on the outside of that forward heel. Keep that core tight. Woo, 10-second rest. Same thing on the other side. Here we go. Same rules apply. Not about speed. Really focus on those glutes here. Squeeze the top. Shoulders over your ankle. Core is engaged. Remember to breathe evenly. Oh. Over halfway through. Work through any distractions. Almost there. Woo! 10 seconds rest. Alternating lateral lunges. Here we go. weight balanced in the foot. Knees are tracking the toes. Press the floor away as you press yourself up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Don't sleep on these lateral movements. You need these to keep your workouts balanced and your legs nice and healthy and strong. Almost there through this, and then we get a break, and then one more round. Woo! Rest. All right, y'all. 60 seconds. Again, I can't stress this enough. There we go. Think about that last round. How was it better than the first round? How was it worse? Make changes as necessary. Make modifications. Again, to make things more difficult, add a pulse. Add more weight. If you have an increased elevation that you can do, increase the elevation. If it felt too difficult, decrease the weight. If you already did decrease the weight, modify the steps. Don't go as low as me in the squats. You can eliminate the step-ups if you need to. Just keep that body moving. That's all that I ask. All right, we have about 10 seconds to go for our very last round. I hope you're feeling stronger already. We just have 7 minutes left. That is it. So grab your weights, sumo squats. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now remember, if this feels too heavy, drop it down to one weight or take out the weight altogether. If it feels too easy, add a pulse like this. If it feels just right, keep on going. Remember to get those knees out. Don't let the knees cave in. Toes are pointing out. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Frankie's on a mission to make as much noise as possible, so enjoy. Woo! 10-second rest. Step ups are coming up next. Right leg, we're off. Let's go. Last time you're doing this on the right side, so make it count. You also want to make sure you're controlling that descent on the way down. It's all about controlling all of these moves. Coming up is just as important as coming down. And coming down is just as important as going up. Over halfway. Almost there. 10-second rest. One more time on the left side, and the step ups are done. All right, here we go. Remember to control that descent. Keep the whole movement under control and focused. We're almost there. Press, 10 seconds. Hip thrust. Frankie turned on the TV. I'm gonna turn that off. And hip thrust. Y'all, this is wild. He is big. I'm sure lots of you can relate. If you have kids, pets, spouses, significant others, everything is a distraction. We can work around it. Last time we're doing these hip thrusts, make it count. We're so close. Those glutes are probably getting tired. Keep your vision straight ahead. Woo, rest. Curtsy lunges, right foot forward. 3 more moves, that's it. Here we go. Shoulders over your ankle, back knee just outside of the forward heel. Don't overextend it. Notice I'm controlling the way down and the way up. Over halfway. Almost there. Ten-second rest. One more time through the curtsies on the left side. Core is still tight. Here we go. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Keep it controlled. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's not about speed. We want quality over quantity every time here. Over halfway. Almost there. Give me a couple more. We can do this. One more move. You're resting right now. Alternating lateral lunges, y'all. Not 30-minute. Lower body workout's done. Here we go. Now don't get sloppy on this last set here. Okay, keep the weight balanced in the feet. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Extend those hips all the way forward in between. Knees are tracking your toes. And as you stand up, press the floor away. It's a really good cue to help engage all the right muscles. Push the hips back and keep the core tight. Yay, we did it. Way to show up for the grand finale, Frank. Yo, 30 minutes, done. You did it. I hope that after that workout you feel stronger. I hope your legs feel good. I'm super sweaty. And sometimes just feels really good to slow things down for a beat. Focus on the movements, really build up. Really build up that strength. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout.